24. Let's try this one. Go live. There you go. This should work. I'm experimenting with scheduling a stream and then having it line up when I start it and all that. So I mean, as you may not know, I've started doing live streams daily, and I'm gonna try to do them all year round. Here on my YouTube at Cheds Trading. Make sure you've gone through all this content. I have a massive library of educational content. There were a couple great questions in the chat I'll try to address. But the Master TA tutorials is really where you want to start. That's kind of the bread and the butter, so to speak. So check me out, of course, on YouTube, and check out all that free content. Looking at Bitcoin, not much has changed really too much from the last couple updates. The last update, of course, today's Saturday, which means tomorrow I'm going to do a full market report on Bitcoin Live. Bitcoin Live, the best-in-class educational platform in crypto, where I'm a founding analyst. You can see the team. It's unbelievable. It's the best team in the world that studies crypto, and we have an unbelievable sale right now. I'd really encourage you to go ahead and take a look at that. See if that's something that would work for you. I'm very proud of what we do there. So I'll do a full market report on Sunday, Bitcoin, Ethereum, top altcoins. But today I just want to say hi, do maybe 10, 15-minute stream, see how everybody's doing, give me your questions, your comments. Maybe we can do a couple chart requests and all that good stuff. So let's see. I had a couple tweets to go over, not too much, couple tweets maybe to talk about, maybe just see if that will take us somewhere. But someone had asked me, Cheds, how do you know when the trend is weakening? I believe the question from Andy was, can you talk about what you look for? Well, that's a great question. So when you look at the trend is weakening, there's a bunch of stuff in classical charting. But really, you want to you can look at certainly moving averages. And I go over this in the Masterclass webinar playlist. So when you have the price moving, say the price is moving, say here's your EMA 8, so moving averages, maybe your MA 20, and then maybe like your MA 50, right? So EMA is exponential moving average, MAs are simple moving average. So as the price is moving higher, maybe it tags the EMA 8, tags the EMA 8, but then get a little, and then maybe there's some pause and resistance here. And then you come back and it starts to lose resistance, and now it's tagging MA20. Okay, trend's weakening a little bit, but it's still pretty strong, at this point. It weakens when it's unable to hold, support. It's unable to hold, like it breaks resistance and it's unable to hold it. So if we go back to how do we know the 2021 trend was weakening, right? Well, you set the high. Initially, you had an up thrust, right, in 2021, where it broke out, it broke up above the high, and it failed to hold it. And you had the up thrust here, right? And then right here, trend is weakening. It really should have held here, and it didn't. Instead, it lost it, did a series of underside retests. That was a big-time major warning sign. You go back and review my coverage. I talked about that a lot. So it's simple things where you look for it. It breaks a resistance. It fails to hold it. It starts to lose support. It starts to test lower moving averages. Then moving averages roll over. There's a ton of stuff. I mean, how do you know when a trend is weakening? I mean, that's really what it's all about. So everything I do is trying to teach you that. Those are some of the things to look for. But I would go back and watch all the Masterclass, the whole Masterclass series, and then my market updates. Let me just check in with the chat room and say hi. I haven't really said hi to everybody yet. What's up, John, Nikos, Peter? Hey, what's up, Peter? What's up, G, Kunal, Martina, M Gross Chocolate, Anonymous? Yeah, definitely. Anonymous asks, is OM a bull flag? Yeah, that's a beautiful bull flag on the daily. And I think it's getting ready maybe to break out. I've been talking about it. It's one of the nicer looking charts, very clean consolidation. I think this is getting ready to break out. I tweeted about it, clean consolidation. I've been talking about OM. So I'm not just jumping out. I'm not just throwing that at you from nowhere. We've been talking about it. All right, there's a bunch of requests in the chat room. I'll try to get to some of them. But anyway, thanks for hanging out for sure. What do we have here? So don't forget to panic next time Bitcoin does a little bit of consolidation. This is kind of a tongue-in-cheek thing, but it's true. I mean, it's such a strong trend. And I mean, there was an unbelievable amount of panic, even up here around 97, 96K after the initial pause. But if you look at it, it was really just a throwback to the prior range high. It's just a super clean consolidation, price above a rising MA20, even at the lowest point here of the recent drop. I think we're just conditioned to panic. Maybe it's in our nature as humans. We're emotional animals. But panic, the only reason to panic is when you don't have a plan, right? Every time you enter, what's up, Khalid? Good to see you, brother. I hope to hear from you when I do spaces later, hear your voice. And I appreciate that, man. And by the way, folks, donations are fine. But if you want to show support, hit like, subscribe, comment, notifications. You know, that's the way to help me out. So, and thank you, Khalid. It's in our nature to panic, but panicking means you don't have a plan. Every time you enter a trade, you want to know when your idea fails. You want to know when your idea confirms. And having a background in TA and trend analysis and understanding what a strong trend looks like, especially Bitcoin. I don't understand panic. Like there's panic at like 15K, you know, when it would drop way back in the 2022. You go back and review my work on Twitter. I talked about right around here is when I said panic starting, not right there. And then we really started to have a sentiment and a panic bottom. And that makes sense. And that's opportunity. But panicking when the price is just beautiful movement on the weekly chart and trading well above the upper Bollinger Band, trading well above moving averages. I just don't see panic there. So Anonymous says, everyone go join Bitcoin Live. I joined recently and it's amazing. I'm also part of Axel Kibar's premium group. It's another one. Thank you, Anonymous. Yeah, Axel's amazing. I mean, he's an expert in classical charting. I've only done CMT level 1, but I think he writes some of the classical charting stuff for CMT. I mean, we have just this is like a Hall of Fame team, in my opinion. I mean, that's kind of bragging to say it, but if you look at who my team is, it's ridiculous. So when you sign up to Bitcoin Live, you get access to everyone's content. And so I definitely recommend you do that. But thank you. Let's do a couple requests. I want to help you folks out. Let's see. Who was first? G asked about Woo. I don't think I have that on my immediate watch list, but we'll take a little peek. And by the way, thanks for hanging out with me here for this brief little stream. What do we think about Woo? Weekly chart, it's an underperformer. We can see that. It's still basically sideways, still well below the March, April 2022 peaks. And we kind of zoom in and we see, yeah, okay, a little bit of momentum coming off of the bottom, rising demand, flipping this level. But it's got some obstacles here. It's got some overhead supply that it needs to work through. I don't hate it, but this looks like about 50 other charts out there that kind of have this general look where they based for the second half of this year. They've broken above the base. You do see the throwback here, right? You see the stair-stepping throwback. That's good. Likely pausing here. I don't know that it's going to just jump right through. I would actually favor the price to pause a little bit here and consolidate. It's okay. It definitely looks okay. I mean, there's way worse charts, but you know, I'm not trading this. I'm not going to jump in and trade it. But if you're holding it, you know, if you believe in the quote unquote technology, you know, or whatever, it's a little bit better. Matt wants to talk about Ethereum, M Gross. Yeah, I mean, it's as a bull, I'm happy to see it above 3,500. That's the level you want to see it flip. You see it really rejecting there ever since July. We'll go on the weekly chart, and even though the Ethereum is much maligned, meaning people make fun of it, talk smack about it, it's a weekly uptrend. That's the MA200 in classical charting. The trend is the 200, and you have price above a rising 200. And we're, you know, for as much as Ethereum's been underperforming Bitcoin, you can see that illustrated on the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart. It's price trading near high time frame range peak. I mean, look where it is. It's still well above recent lows. And so we were just looking at altcoins. We just looked at Woo, right? And I talked about Woo, and here's the April 22 low. So Woo's down here, okay? Or, you know, Woo, if Woo was Ethereum, it would be at 1,800. But Ethereum's up here. So actually, you don't need an Ethereum. You don't need a Woo ETH chart to see which one's stronger. Ethereum's way stronger. So from a momentum standpoint, you like the fact that it's back up above 3,500. You really want to see 35, 3,550. It's a price zone. It's not an exact number, but you like to see it hold that level for sure. Let's see what else is going on in the chart. So Blue Star says FET render or near. Okay. FET render. I don't even know if I have any of them on my list right now. This list changes every week or twice a week because I'm setting it up for the Bitcoin Live report. Let's take a look at FET. A little bit of momentum. There you go. That's what I'd like to see. This is like a tweet from me. I would see this, and this is very much a tweet. This is an inverted head and shoulders break. This is a nice clean breakout, price breaking the neckline. You are long here from 170, 175. So that, I'm going to make a note to, I'm going to move this up here just so I cannot forget to mention it. So FET, that's a big improvement. So congratulations to bulls. It's a nice clean price structure, shoulder, head, shoulder, neck baseline, a horizontal neck baseline. It makes it a lot easier to structure a trade, based on that. So there you go, FET. Jusnik says, hey, Cheds, hope you're doing fine. Thank you, Jusnik. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Folks, you have to look at most of what I do is free. I don't think people realize how big an educational library I have on my YouTube. So you really, really want to take advantage of that. Let's see what's going on. Let's check in the chat room. Maybe we'll do a couple more. Dave Matheson was asking about Doge. The Doge father. Yeah, it still looks pretty good. Maybe it's not moving as quickly as some people would have wanted it to, and I understand that. But it's still a nice looking chart. It still is quite bullish. When you're consolidating like this, you get an advance. This is the price. And the volume usually volume will have an initial spike and will kind of trail off. You want to be examining the volume and looking at the volume in the green versus red candles. And the volume is all on the green candles here, so no big sell-offs. This is a nice clean consolidation. I do favor Doge to go higher. I am a bull on the Doge chart. Let's see here. Cheds, your trade. Khalid says, Cheds, your trading books are the simplest and most powerful pieces of wisdom. You're the man. You're like way too kind. I'm definitely proud of my books. Don't get me wrong. I publish Trading Wisdom. I have a third of that book for free. Like me reading each chapter out loud and talking about it. So, and Trading Quotes is mostly free. I've tweeted out pretty much every page in that book on Twitter. My entire cancer memoir is free here. I'm working on a new book, Khalid. I'm working on Trading Journal, which will be book 4. And I will have that out in 2025. So thank you for saying that, folks. I'm live today. I'm doing a brief YouTube stream because we have the Bitcoin Live. Well, first, I'm doing YouTube streams. I'm going to start doing them every day because I have fun talking to you for 10, 15 minutes, covering tweets. I just like connecting with people. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit notifications, Bitcoin Live sale, cyber sale. There's only a few days left. This is the best team in the world that studies crypto. You want to check this out. I do a twice-a-week report. I haven't skipped one in like 6 years. So check that out. I try to read all the comments. I may miss your comments during the video because I don't have a moderator or a team. But feel free to say something in the chat, good, bad, feedback, whatever. Please, reply to the videos, and I'll take your questions and I'll try to work them in to the next video. So, folks, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm doing just a quick update. I'll do another one tomorrow. And I'm going to do a Spaces later today, this afternoon. So just come by and hang out. I'm going to do some errands first. But come by and hang out. Let me know how you're doing. Join the conversation. And other than that, just thank you so much. Hit notifications, hit like, hit subscribe. And folks, again, thank you. And I'll talk to you soon. Big Cheds out.